I kind of knew I was going to get called on, so I was frantically writing notes. And this is what I said. I didn't read the notes, but this is what I said. Let me offer my respectful obeisances to our spiritual master, Swami Bhaktivedanta, who is dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter unto his lotus feet. This is what I said. The Krishna consciousness movement is intended to make a solution to our everyday problems. It's not a kind of place where people just come because there's some religious rites being performed. But everyone in this age is thinking that I am free. And actually, I am not free. I am very bound up. I wasn't using words like bound up or phrases like bound up before I met Prabhupada, but I just kind of like started using these words because I'd heard them. I am very bound up, very strictly bound up by the stringent laws of nature. In every status of life, I have to serve somebody or something or my own body. In every status of life, I have to serve my wife or I have to serve my children. I have to serve my pet. I have to serve my work, my boss, my associates. If I'm very wealthy, very elevated, or very beautiful physically, if I am born in an aristocratic family, I always have to serve somebody. If nothing else, one has to serve one's own stomach. I have to eat. I have to get food. I have to serve my stomach. So I am not free at all. I have to do these things. There's no way I can stop. If I don't eat, I will die. So, our natural position as a living entity is that we have to serve something. Every living entity has to serve. That's our natural position. If something is wrong with my hand and I want to be cured, I don't grab into some foodstuff or some medicine, some herbs, and squeeze it with the hand and think that this hand is going to be cured. I take the medicine or the food through my mouth, and then it circulates through the digestive system and through the veins, and finally comes to the hand and can work its cure. So the hand, unless it's serving its source, then it's useless. The servant must serve its master, or the part must serve the whole. And our relationship with God is the same. Just like the hand is made out of bile, blood, and air, flesh and bone, as all the body is, so similarly we're made out of spirit, qualitatively the same as Krishna, but quantitatively many millions of times less. Qualitatively the same, quantitatively different, fragmental portion. So, if fragmental portions, separated parts and parcels, can serve the source, or the whole, then we can be cured of this mental material disease, which is rampant nowadays. And this is possible only by mercy. By mercy alone we can transcend this material existence and know that I am part and parcel of the Supreme Krishna, or God. And I can erase all of my karma and situate myself in pure consciousness. But this consciousness cannot be purified unless there is mercy. And in this age, Kali Yuga, as we know, mercy is diminished to being almost non-existent, and Kali Yuga is just beginning. So, if we can get some information about what I am, what is my position, and what is God, and how I am related to God, what is this world, then we're very fortunate. So, by the mercy of the spiritual master, we can free ourselves from these stringent laws of nature and these unbreakable bonds. And only in this way, only in this way, I think I got some pages mixed up, we can free ourselves superficially by our own material invention. We can't just go out and sit and think and free ourselves from this material existence. We must be subject to our own bodily discomforts, and our own mind, and we must be subject to the actions upon us of other living entities, and we must be subject to the laws of nature, to providence, to pestilence, famine, catastrophe. But if we can accept and hear submissively this teaching of Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita from the bona fide spiritual master, then we are free immediately. We are in Vaikuntha. So we're very shocked and astonished that so many people are coming to the West, to the United States. I was in Canada when I spoke this, and posing as holy men and simply making business, charging money and giving somebody some magical formula whereby they can become God in half of a year. And so many people who are sincere seekers are being deluded, and this is very unfortunate. There is said to be two classes of men. One class of men is satisfied with his existence. He goes from one pleasure to another, from the cinema to the restaurant to sports, from one to the other. Open quote, I can't wait to finish one to go to the next, close quote. And still he's saying, open quote, I'm happy, I'm satisfied, close quote. And there's another class of men that is not satisfied. These men are searching that there is always something on his mind. He is thinking, open quote, there must be something behind all of this, that I can look at all of this as a unified whole, close quote. So, this first class of men will not want to take to spiritual knowledge. But the person who is inquisitive and is not satisfied with this material life, he can hear this knowledge submissively and derive great benefit from it. This symptom of the human being is that he is not satisfied. He's disgusted. He's searching. The symptom of animal life is that he is satisfied, taking everything. Open quote, that's very nice. Everything is fine, close quote. Like a hog eating stool. He's thinking, open quote, oh, it's very nice, close quote. But the human being will not accept such awful things. The human being has the chance to get out of the shackle of continued, repeated births and deaths. So simply by hearing the message of Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and the names of Krishna diligently, submissively, and from the bona fide source, we can immediately get some relief from this material existence. Just like when we were chanting here, you could feel some ecstasy. Well, this ecstasy grows unlimitedly and infinitely, eternally, if one takes to it. It's not as if you reach some point of enlightenment and then you're enlightened. No, but it's always eternal, ever increasing, just like the relationship between ourselves and our spiritual master. That is eternal and ever increasing. It's our relationship with God. It is the same. So please try to realize that this is a very serious movement, and we're not asking you to sign up or pay us anything, but simply to sincerely try it, and you'll immediately feel some benefit. Thank you. So, for those of you who are expecting a class, I think Ambika is going to give a proper class later on today. I don't know what time it is scheduled, but anyway, that's a more detailed class about the appearance of Krishna. So if you're disappointed, that's coming up. So stay around for that.